TEAS 5. In this presentation, we will be talking about TEAS, which is required for the nursing clinical entry process. It is one of the key building blocks that makes you eligible to submit a nursing clinical entry application form. TEAS 5 is the version of the test you will be taking. Presentation overview. During the presentation, we will describe what TEAS is and how it is used as part of the clinical entry application, explain when and how to prepare for the TEAS, provide tips on how to prepare for the TEAS, identify minimum scores needed for nursing, talk about how the reading portion of the TEAS can make your application more competitive. Helpful handouts. In addition to viewing this presentation, be sure to download these helpful handouts that provide more detailed information and that you can use as a reference. What is TEAS? It's an acronym that stands for Test of Essential Academic Skills. We use it as an entrance test to the nursing program. It is an indicator of your aptitude for nursing. The TEAS covers a variety of disciplines. You will receive scores for reading, math, English, and science. TEAS is actually used in two ways. First, it is one of the required components that make you eligible to submit your clinical entry application form. The other three are participation in the online application workshop, minimum GPA, and core courses of Biology 101, Math 120, and English 101. These components are described in other presentations. The second way TEAS can be used is by helping make your application more competitive. The higher your reading score, the more points it is worth. When to take the TEAS? Because you can only take the TEAS 2 times, be sure you wait until you're ready to score well before taking it. The TEAS is not an easy test and covers a variety of subjects, so we recommend you complete college-level courses such as biology, math, and English before you attempt the test. ATI offers you a summary of your results, so after taking the first time, go to their website to view your weak areas. You may also receive assistance in certain subjects or in test-taking skills at Tri-County Technical College Tutoring Center. Please time your 2 attempts carefully. After preparation, you will take the test at the Assessment Center in Miller Hall or at the Computer Lab on the Easley campus. No appointment is necessary, but notice the TEAS test information handout for details on how to pay the $75 testing fee and when and how the test is administered. You can expect to spend about 3.5 hours taking the test, so prepare carefully. If you take it on the Pendleton or Easley campuses, your scores will automatically be added to the system by the Assessment Center staff. If you took the TEAS at another school, the directions for having the scores transferred are on the handout. You are responsible for having TEAS scores sent from ATI to Tri-County Tech. Please send an email to the Assessment Center so they know to expect your scores. Include your T number. We have students with duplicate names and need to be sure to apply your scores to your account. Please note, since Tri-County Tech allows only 2 attempts, we look at your first 2 attempts for scoring. No subsequent scores will be used unless you have scores from 3 or more years prior. Scores more than 3 years old will not be used. To allow the Assessment Center ample time to process, transfer scores must arrive 1 week prior to nursing clinical entry application deadline for the term a student applies to enter clinical classes. Deadline for TEAS taken on the TCTC campus is 2 business days before the deadline. Students are allowed to use earplugs during the test. Refer to the TEAS test information handout, which is linked here. It is your guide for TEAS testing. In addition to completing your general education coursework, you can prepare for TEAS 5 by making use of the study guide that is published by ATI Testing, the company that makes the test. Copies of the study guide are available for library use only in the library reserves, or you can purchase a study guide from the ATI website. If you do not do well on the TEAS the first time you take it, you may attempt the test a second time. As mentioned before, the ATI testing website provides a summary of your weak areas that you can use to determine how to study for your second TEAS attempt. We strongly suggest that you prepare for your second try. The tutoring labs are a free service to Tri-County Technical College students. They can help you with areas that you need to improve upon. What TEAS score means. In order to be eligible to submit your clinical entry application form, you must earn a minimum score of 80% in reading, 70% in English, 60% in math, and 50% in science. Again, you have 2 chances to take the test and meet these score requirements. The system will select your best attempt in each subject as your final score. In addition to meeting the minimum scores, performing well on the reading portion can make your clinical entry application form more competitive. Scoring the minimum of 80% will earn 4 points for your application, whereas earning between 97 and 100% earns 10 points. Be sure to watch the presentation called Application Workshop to learn more about this and other ways to increase your application points. In summary, TEAS is an entrance used to assess your aptitude for nursing. It is one of the components you need to become eligible for submitting your nursing clinical entry application form. You can attempt the TEAS twice, so be sure you're thoroughly prepared in reading, English, math, and science. Detailed information is available on the TEAS test information handout. Please review this resource. Thank you.